Okay everyone, welcome to another fishing adventure. I'm Giddo. Right now we're down a beach on the south coast of Western Australia on the hunt for the elusive Momoi. I have never fished here before and I don't have much time because the sun is about to set. So I've just brought down a light rod first of all, which is the little Daiwa TD Sol 3000 on a little Ocean's Legacy Quest rod. I'm going to chuck a lure on there and quickly catch some bait. First things first, let's get some water in this thing, ready to catch some liveys. There we go. We'll just keep them alive initially if I can. One. Alright, so that's the bait fish we're after there, called a herring here. Australian herring, Tommy Rough. I'm going to chuck it in the tub, keep it alive. Alright bugger, I'm going to go get the car, drive it down here. I think I'll be alright. I think I can drive it back up the beach. So this is what I have to drive back up. I think it's alright. It's actually surprisingly firm. Haven't even dropped my tyres to drive out here, but it was a short four-wheel drive. Let's drop them. Ten. Can't see a thing. Here we go. Can we drive back up this? It's narrow, isn't it? Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Boosting up it. This is my setup. I'm using a Daiwa Saltist MQ14000 is the reel. I have 40-pound Tasline on there. I've FG'd on some leader, I can't remember what it was. It's either 60 or 80 or something. Length of that to a 3-way swivel. And then we have, coming off of that on 60-pound fluoro, I have a single hook. And then on a bit of 40, on the other one we have a star sinker. I'm just going to put a live herring on. The sun has already set, so I'm going to put a glow stick on the top first, then I'm going to put a live herring on that, send it out, and then we'll try to catch a couple more herring before it gets too dark. I felt like my rod was just bouncing a lot just then. Could just be all the weed on it. Yeah, there's a lot of weed on it. Let's pull it in and recast it. It's weed everywhere. Yeah, no hits on the line yet, but if we get some dinner going, which in this case is a whole bunch of snaggers, I reckon that's a good way to induce a bite. Normally when I'm midway through cooking, my rod just buckles and I'm on. So we'll see if it works. Oh no! I'm gonna go wash that one. So far my attempt to induce a bite by cooking dinner has not worked because I finished cooking dinner. It's just sausages which were a little bit on the charred side. My temperature control wasn't so good. And a bit of salad and some sauce. And anyway, I'm gonna eat this and keep fishing into the night. I'll update you if anything happens. This is what I'm going to use. It's called a dingle dangle. It's pretty much a float with a hook. And normally if you're casting a different type of sinker, you would hook the sinker on here, so it's just this one streamlined piece that you cast out. But I'm not using that big hook, and I'm not using that type of sinker, so I should just have some somewhere, just some plain ones in one of these boxes, and then we're going to use some bait thread. And now I'm just going to get this here and just wrap it up. This is definitely not something that I would consider myself good at, but you got to start somewhere. Alright, let's just send that out. Well, I just caught my first fish. I didn't even know, first fish for the night, I didn't even know I had a fish on. But we have here the elusive trumpeter. These things are a bit of a pest. Time for a bait check. It looks like I've collected weed and my line is making its way down the beach. So, way down the beach. Wow. I cast out this way and now we're over here. I think I might just send out this bait one more time and yeah, see how it goes. Once this swag comes out, it's potentially game over because it's too comfy and warm, and I'll probably just fall asleep pretty quickly. Good morning. Bit of an uneventful night last night. Stayed up to about midnight. Caught absolutely nothing except for one trumpeter. Right now I'm just going to have a quick flick, try to get a herring, send it out live, and then might go for a wander up and down the beach. High tide right now, we've had a few waves, like they're coming up close, but that's high tide, so that should be fine. I think just straight out the back, this weed is really moved in a bit. I can see how this beach would be completely undrivable most of the time. Hey, back up. What is it, like a 1 meter swell right now? Yes, we are on. Let's see if we can keep it on. There we go, going out live. Yes, that's where I want it. Just need to keep that line out of the weed. I'm just going to wander down here a little bit, have a few casts. I'm actually thinking about moving spots. Last night was that quiet. I'm just going to wind in now. It's going to be easier said than done. Oh. Alright, I've packed up actually. Gives me a chance to see if I can actually get off the beach today. And then maybe we'll end up on another beach that I wonder if I can get off of. But we're going to go for a drive and find somewhere else to fish tonight. And I still need something for dinner, so it could just be herring, but if I can, I'll try catch a flathead or something a bit nicer. I'm gonna go second low and boot it. Nearly, a little bit more momentum. Might just drop a bit more out of the tyres. I was just losing traction at the top there. And it's amazing what a couple of PSI can do. I've gone lower before, so it should be fine. It says that we're more than 10. I'll just drop them back to 10 again now. They must have just warmed up in the sun or something. I was on like 14. All right, let's go second low again. Done. That was pretty easy actually. About 10 psi in the front, I went 9 in the rear. Easy as. I just haven't driven a tricky hill like that in this car, and I haven't driven anything that's required me to go below about 14 psi in a long time. So anyway, let's go find somewhere to fish for the arvo. It is hot and I'm sweaty and I want to jump in the water, so let's boost out of here, go for a swim, catch some fish. This is where I'm staying. Just started catching bait here, so I'm going to put a little bit of burley in the water. I'm going to put a live hezzer out once I catch it, and stock up on bait and see if we can get a couple of flathead for dinner as well. If not, we'll be eating a hezzer or two. Let's get into it. Just going to get this burley in the water. Whoop. There's a sand crab just here. I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna eat it. Okay? Got him. Oh, he's almost got me. Oh, he's got me. Oh, he's got me. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. All right, he had me. Ouch. Oh, he's feisty. All right, so that there, that's part of dinner. It's just a sand crab. He bit me twice because I just sort of went for it and grabbed it. And he's a bit more flexible than mud crab and a lot smaller. I'm going to try them out. I hear they're very good eating. I'm going to chuck them in the cooler, and if we see any more come up in the burley trail, we'll try grab them, because they're meant to be delicious. They're just a bit small, and they're an absolute pest when it comes to stealing your bait at night. I think there's a crab right here. Yep, there is. Look at that, we've got another one. These guys are pretty flexible, I'm finding. Go and chuck this one in the cooler again, and then we got a little plastic we're going to try to get a flathead on. Let's wander down here a bit. Yeah, not much on the plastic. That's alright. I'm gonna go get another bait rig ready soon. Just keep trying a bit further up here. Could be a big flatty just waiting. Fish on. Bait fish was all jumping just then. What's this going to be? It's a bit different. I hope it's not a wrasse, but... Oh, it's a trevally. Yes, yes, yes. This is going to be part of dinner, I reckon, if I can land it. I think it's a trevally. Yep. Sick. Alright, just caught a nice little trevally. I'm going to chuck that to the side, and although that's great bait, I'm probably going to eat it. We'll keep the herring as bait. So I've just rigged up my little setup. Just going to send out a little bait. That's for herring, whiting, flathead, anything. And we'll probably put out a bigger hook and a bigger bait on it tonight, and I'll just cast it right in this channel as this channel starts to fill back up after dark, just in case something big comes cruising through. I think I have a fish on. There we go. Yep, fish on. Keep this one as a livey. The other livey, the other one jumped out of the tub. I came back to it and it had jumped out, but I put it back in, it's still alive, so. That is an interesting bit of bycatch. I thought I had a herring on, and that is a little mullet on a bit of herring. I've heard that these make brilliant mulloway bait. So, I'm slightly tempted to send it out live. Start heating up some water for the crabs. They're only small, so they'll probably fit in there. Just going to fillet the fish here. The bugs are out. They are loving the head torches. Just need to keep an eye on my rod while I prep dinner. Bit of spice. Oh, that looks amazing. That water is actually boiling, but one thing at a time. I'll make my wrap, I'll do my crabs after. So close to the sand. Alright, that'll do. There we go. That's my dinner. Loaded fish wrap. I'm going to chuck the crabs in the water in a second. I'll start eating this first though. That's all just dead, there's all like dead midgies in there, because there's midgies everywhere. Still nothing on the fishing front. I'm going to try a bit of crab. Little things. How the heck are you meant to eat these things? They're too small. Tell you what, that's some sweet tasting meat just then though. But let's get the bigger one. Alright. I'm going to try to figure out how to cook them so that they're easy to eat. None of this picking and fiddling. I just wound in the light rod for a bait check, and what do you know? We have a trumpeter. We'll let him go. Something on this one. Not sure what it is. It's a fish. Oh, what happened? No, 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 no. What the hell? Retie time. I'm pissed off about whatever happened there. Maybe my line was frayed from last night. I don't know. I'm just doing another rig and I just discovered a real fluffy spot in my braid. I've had weed on my line a few times, so I probably just need to pull a bit off and cut it. Get rid of it. I've done a FG, but I think I'm going to redo it. I've got a fish on here. I think I've also got a lump of weed. I just came for a bait check. Oh, what is it? I'm not sure what it is. It's a bit bigger. If it's a fish or weed or... Oh, it might be a stingray. A little stingray, I think. Not sure what you guys can see there. I'm on. Oh, what? Twice now. Alright, there's something wrong with that line. Is there a damaged guide? I've had enough. Do I have a broken guide? Not exactly how I wanted to end this video. Packed everything up last night around midnight, and I did manage to discover the chip on my guide, which was 4th guide down from the top. No idea when it happened. I did pack everything up, throw the rod in and drive and move around, and maybe I chipped it then. Could have been there for a long time. I don't know. It wasn't really affecting, it wasn't doing any damage or wasn't showing itself until I hooked up, loaded the rod, and with a bit of twist and flex in the rod or whatever. Then I had checked my rod after I lost the first fish as well, but didn't notice it. Bit annoying. Don't know what I hooked and lost last night. Thanks for watching anyway. We'll try again sometime soon, and yeah, see you on the next adventure.